Dirty Dominic. Yeah. Let's just talk about it, guys. Let's get into this right here, right now. And what it actually means to be buried, right? Because a lot of people got a lot of things to say about my man, LA Knight, right? Now, I won't sit here and act like I'm like a Cody Rhodes fan to him. You know, like I'm a day 2.5, right? My man Phil, y'all saw me the bank. You should check out the Fire and Ice podcast. All right. Make sure y'all check it out. Cody Rhodes day 1. I say it all the time. I say every time I mention this, I will mention the same story. I'm an old man. Yes, we do. We bring up old shit. Okay. You hear it 18 times. Oh, there go dad again. That's what I do. Okay. Cody Rhodes fan day 2. All right. Prince the Vet fan day 1. American Dragon fan day 1. LA Knight fan day 2.5. Yeah! Didn't like him in Impact. Yeah! Didn't really feel him in NXT. Yeah! He won the $1 Million Championship. Yeah! Which is one of my favorite titles. Okay. So then I started liking him. Yeah! And then all of a sudden he came to the main roster doing this. Yeah! And fans will have you tell you that they've made him. That it's organic, that it's all him. Let me just tell you guys what the definition of, is it there? Okay. What the definition of being buried is. Buried or burial, if you follow my tactic. I know it's called TikTok, people. All right. I like being old, I like being different. If you follow my tactic, okay, the real Mike Knox, 3 X's. You've already seen how I feel about this. Being buried means when a wrestler stock begins to fall by having his, consistently lose matches or placed in bad storylines, right? Now, let me repeat that first part to you. When a wrestler's stock begins to fail by having him or her consistently lose matches or placed in bad storylines. This can be part of angles or means of punishment for wrestlers who have done something to anger his company, officials, or fellow wrestlers. Now, we did have a post a couple of weeks ago that came out, but again, Michael Smith, you ready? Get the chat ready. Hashtag death to dirt sheets that said he wasn't the most well-liked person backstage. Neither was Stone Cold. I'm just saying. Neither was John and Horatio, Tom Brady, Cena. Neither was Shawn Michaels. And what did those fellas continue to do? They just kept rising to the top. Mama, people said, give me all you got, give me all you got. And now 35 years later, Shawn Michaels has the greatest legacy title ever made. Just saying, but I'm saying. So, I don't think LA Knight has been buried. Remember Triple H? Y'all remember Triple H? Y'all know Paul Levesque, right? Y'all remember the curtain call? You couldn't, punish that guy I just talked about, Shawn Michaels. You couldn't punish him, could you? I mean, why would you want to punish someone like Shawn Michaels?
One without the other isn't any good. Oh, I knew he was going to do that.
So then you punish this guy. You remember? Okay, Triple H, slob matches. So let's just read it here, because I wrote it. Let's just read it. The infamous curtain call. So when others, 3 members of the curtain call seemingly unpunished, with the brunt of the blame went to the 26-year-old Triple H. And noted in the above suit that he had, they did everything they could to screw me. They gave me the worst matches possible. They gave me lame referees, booked me against guys I had to carry. They took me out of the main event matches and put me in opening card matches. They cut all my angles on TV. They stopped me from having any hopes of going for titles or belts. I was held back. That's a burial. Y'all remember the Nexus, right? Vaughn, I know y'all remember the Nexus, right? Oh, John Cena buries the Nexus, right? Dirt sheets had you thinking one thing. Guess what, y'all? Hashtag still, like Dave Meltzer, hashtag fuck you, death to dirt sheets. Y'all about 20% of the time right. I say this all the time. Anybody listening to this show right now We can all make a dirt sheet because we're intelligent wrestling fans. How do I know that? Because you listen to the Mike Knox Show, the show for the intelligent wrestling fan. As I am the $1 million host, you're the $1 million audience, and together, you take it further. Like the mega powers, we're tagging it out to become the $1 million connection. So dirt sheets ain't shit, okay? But let's just go ahead and read it. Back in the summer of 2010, Wade Barrett, Justin Gabriel, Heath Ledger, David O'Tugger, Google me, Skip Sheffield, what it do? AKA Ryback, Michael Tarver. Damn, Derek, I interviewed all these mugs, right? Yeah, damn. Were a couple of guys that were hot, okay? They were a book team called the Nexus. WWE elimination match at SummerSlam with John Cena, Daniel Bryan, Edge, Chris Jericho, Bret Hart, R-Truth, John Morrison comprised of their side. Chris Jericho and Edge went to bat for the Nexus. John Cena said, "No, I need to win." After that, the Nexus went, that's the burial. Y'all remember DDP, right? Y'all remember this, right? Like I give myself a Barry Horowitz. I give myself a self high five. Okay? Listen, we're talking about DDP the Pervert. Okay? In the early years of the 2000s, WWE combined its roster with WCW, ECW to inform the Invasion angle, which one of my favorite matches come from the Invasion angle, Jeff Hardy versus RVD. Okay? They buried nearly every single major non-WWE star and diamond down this page. The hero of WCW was no exceptions. He was reinvented as a pervert who took creepy photo footage of Undertaker's wife, Sarah. Remember Sarah? He had her tattooed on his neck at one point. On his throat, I'm sorry. Neck, throat, same thing. At her home. At one point in the storyline, non-wrestling Sarah pinned DDP in an intergender wrestling match that, let's just say this right here, it was just bad. It's a bad storyline. DDP left the company shortly after that for injuries back in 2002. He was later inducted into the Hall of Fame and highly, loved for the things he's done with Jake the Snake, that he did with May He Rest in Peace friend of the program Israel, Scott Hall, for getting him out of the dumpster. Now, y'all remember Natty, right? Y'all know Natty. Y'all still love her, right? My brother. Put on my glasses because I can't see this goddamn screen. I told y'all I'm old, okay? I just told you that I'm old. I'm not afraid to say it. It's what it is.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
I can't see. Okay? So, my man Dice Man, this is his goat. This is his boat, if you will. It's Natty Nineheart. We're talking about people being buried because everybody says that LA Knight is being buried by the WWE. As the defense attorney for the WWE, DJ is the head coffee pourer for the WWE. Well, I'm the defense attorney for the WWE. Natty Ninefart, as they refer to her as, there is no love between the Hart family and the McMahon family. Simply put, her gimmick was to have uncontrollable gas. She would fart in opportune moments and times that nearly people, even of her age, could smell her stinking ass. In an interview 2 years later, she had this to say: "No matter what I'm given, I'm going to make it great. I'm going to pass gas. Maybe I had too many protein that morning. I'm sorry, but as a diva, I'm going to eat a lot of protein. And if I'm going to I got this thing on the screen that I can't see some of the stuff that I wrote. It looks like a rock star doing that, dressed on all that stuff. Listen, this is what I say about Cody Rhodes. Okay? Cody Rhodes will take any gimmick they give him, because he's done that before he left the company and then came back, because when he was there, just like Rusev, you fans had no love for Cody Rhodes. Now all of a sudden you love Cody Rhodes. Basically, it's not always the company's fault. You take what they give you and you make the shit, in her case, the ass fart gas, work. Now, let's talk about the one where, thank you, Trish, the third best female wrestler of all time. Okay? Y'all remember Trish Stratus? We see her every Monday still now, right? Remember when in a storyline they had her barking like a dog? she's had a relationship with Vince McMahon. It was so bad of a storyline, okay, that Linda McMahon's Senate run was lost because of this. To this day, Vincent Kennedy McMahon has to answer for this horrible storyline. Facts. Yeah. I'm just saying. So when we talk about people being buried, LA Knight has not been buried. Okay. LA Knight has not been buried. All right. I don't, in any way, wrestling fans, give things time to work before you say someone is being buried. That's all I'm saying. Okay. FU StreamYard, Austin 316 has something to say about that. Something to say about what? He wasn't like backstage Vaughn. Okay. He wasn't. Okay. Randy, yes. Bray, hell no. Come on. Why we gotta say Uncle P? Uncle P. Fire and Ice. Why not Bray? Dirt Sheets will have you telling us. I say death. Fuck death. Dirt Sheets. Hashtag death to Dirt Sheet. He's coming back to go against Cody. Right? If they're right for the 20% of the time, which if you think about it, if they were right like 35% of the time, like Major League Baseball batters, they'd be Hall of Famers, but they're not. They're 20% winners. Throw shit on the wall and see if it stick. Okay, if he does come back, I'm happy for Bray Wyatt coming back right now. I'm just being honest. Throw the ones up because I asked them to. Adam Cole, MJF reminds me of Kane and Daniel Bryan. We're going to talk about them in a second as well because they remind me of them as well. This music that plays when I enter my shoot job. What music? Appreciate it. Jackson in the building. Again, hit the stream, hit the link in the chat if you got something to say. Okay. So I wanted to let you know that. All right. But LA Knight isn't buried. Thank you, Jeffrey. You're an intelligent wrestling fan. Duh, listen to the Mike Knox show. Okay, Triple H knows what he's doing. He's even said that we need to have patience. As we're on the anniversary of 2 years ago, our tribal chief, Roman Reigns, gave the promo of, damn, John, it's like the missionary position. The same thing every single night. That's what you guys are in the wrestling world. You have no patience because you're just doing missionary every single night. All right? Give it Froggy style. Give it a twisted dragon. I don't know. Do something, different with your sex. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Be patient. Be still is the water.